Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Crashlands 2 once again. In the last episode, we found Cats and he made us search a bunch of busted Hank tanks. So that was fun, and now we've got ourselves a nice hooky path to get ourselves over to the break point. We're making progress, finally. That is a bot we've not yet seen. Okay, you're about to explode, aren't you? Okay, explodey bots. That's a thing to watch out for. Don't get exploded on, cause that shit hurts. Trust me, I know, I've been exploded on before. Never a fun time. Never been a fun time getting my ass blown off. So you go ahead and explode. Oh shit, I can hook those guys and pull them to me. That's a thing to watch out for. This looks like breakpoint. If ever I seen a breakpoint, this would be the breakpoint. Breaky point. Yep, breakpoint. So what's going on here? You made it. Welcome to breakpoint. How? How did you get here before me? We swim first. The council wants to see you first thing. They're in the big tent to the west. Not tent, building. A building's just a more permanent tent. I mean, he's not wrong. Anyway, we go to Fed Gate. Bye, Flux. Alright, so west would be this way. Yep, that is big metal tent. Or big wooden tent, rather. We got some tendrum here, too. Okay. Well, this ain't the big tent, apparently. This is the big tent. Oh, they got a fucking hearth here. Nice. And I can make some more power parfaits. Those are some damn good heals right there. Only reason I didn't have those equipped is because I didn't want to accidentally eat all of them before handing one over to Boots. So yeah, we got ourselves a hearth that we didn't have to build, though we did have to build one in order to make the power parfait to begin with, so we could actually get here. I'll activate this teleporter. There we are. The way's clear. We can freely pop in and out wherever we want to. Anyway. Okay, this place looks kind of important. I see a busted Hank there, so... promising. Yeah, here we are. Am I interrupting anything important? Flux, about time you got here. Jack's been keeping me advised of your comings and goings. Meet some of the council. This is Adigi, the great drum, and Presto, the great horn of the great pod. That's a lot of greats. So you're Flux Dibs, the ex-Bureau employee who pivoted to helping us stop this corporate takeover, eh? We've heard all about you. Sounds like we have you to thank for the breakthrough on the husk front. Welcome to Breakpoint. Thanks. Don't hold my employment history against me these days. I'm all about corporate shutdowns. Let's get y'all caught up on what's been happening. The short answer is not much. We've been stalled at the breach. What Presto means to say is we've punched a hole through the outer wall of the Nexus and are holding steady there. The Warbands made minor inflows initially, but the Bureau upgraded its security measures and pushed our efforts back before we could get a look around. Their upgrades include the deployment of the newer bot model you and Cats brought in, the Hank. Their shielding has thus far been impervious to our tactics. As long as those Hanks are blocking our path, we're stuck. Like I said, we're treading water at the breach. The best way to get things moving again is to inject a little chaos into the mix. That's why I'm so happy to see you two. I love being a chaos agent. If we can't fight the accursed things, the next best move is shutting down their production. Before our retreat, we found a large facility in the Basalt Flats. Maybe the Hanks are coming out of there. We can't be sure. So that's the first target, huh? I'll see what I can find out. Or destroy. You're volunteering just like that? That quick? We can go back and forth about it if you want, but we'll just end up in the same place. Yep, time to go investigating the Hank source. No one's ever beaten Presto to the punch before. I think I like you, Flux Davis. I'll send word to the gate to let you through the breach. Alright. Remember, Flux, maximum chaos. Yes, I always do maximum chaos. Anything less is totally unacceptable. Which way am I going? Probably this way. This seems right. And yep, there's Macalac. A couple of Brubus. There's Boots. I see you're training to shoot things with those targets, but yeah, that's one thing. You keep your training up. I'm on my way to the breach. The dead zone. Okay. We're getting close. Yep, that's a breach, alright. Yo-ho, Flux. Jack sent word that you are authorized to go beyond the wall. We'll open the gate for you. Nice. Swift waters, Flux. Eyes sharp, okay? Happy hunting. Yes, I'm always happy when I'm hunting, except for when I die. But that's beside the point. I don't always die, but I also don't always live either. And those things are called magmugs, apparently. These big plant-looking things that I want to check for stuff. Okay, they erupt when I hit them. Maybe I just bust them with a pickaxe instead. Yep, makes sense. I will most likely need your resources for the making of new things. Speaking of, let me pop back to house real quick to see if there's any research available now. New researchies for new equipment will be nice. So, yep, you're done with that. Ride the current, a Volb cable, yep. Aloe there, you gonna go ahead and research that? Alright, research is happening. Aren't you glad I came back? Probably not, because that did use up a little time that could have been used doing other progressy things. But it doesn't matter. We'll be able to get some better resources and or equipment through that stuff. And that shit will be valuable. And yeah, this is the way. This is the way back to the breach. And maybe we'll find ourselves a nice little teleporter up in there. That way I don't have to come back to war camp and make them think, hey, how did Flux end up back there when she went that way and all that shit? People don't need to think. They just need to watch and learn sometimes. Now, oh goody, robots. They noticed me while I was trying to find a suitable spot to throw down a hook point over on the other side. Well, time for murder. All I wanted to do is cross that gap. But no, little robo-turds happening. Anyway, there's a thing with more bureau walls in it. Bureau wall styles. And a hook point. Yeah, that's too far away. I can't go throwing that down. But, okay, I don't even need to throw one down. I can just pop on over here. Anyway, I don't even need to be over there. It's the basalt flats that I need to go to. That's where I was told to go. I found some rebar. That's all fine and dandy. Okay, that might be a Hank. That is a Hank indeed. Yep. And yeah, I am unable to harm you. That's a problem. Yeah. I was planning on using those magmug bombs to do something at that Hank, but someone went and set them off before I could actually do anything about them. Well, so I see Hook Ice. We got ourselves a way out of this mess. All right, here we are. This looks like a place to be. This looks nice. And by nice, I mean completely fucking evil, but it seems to be exactly what we're looking for. This is a place to find what I don't know what we're gonna find here, but we're gonna find something. The source of the Hanks, perhaps. Now, if we can shut it down. Oh, balls. We got robots. Well, get burned, you sons of bitches. There we are. And, yep, My boomerang's still on cooldown. I don't like that for me. Ow. I just got hurt. Back the fuck off, you sons of bitches. Which button did I have my thingy on? There, that's the thingy I was thinking of. Okay, yeah. I like the thing that throws the fire more than the exhaust pipe. Now, just... yeah. Is that thing still... yeah, it's still on cooldown. This shouldn't be on cooldown for too long. Okay. You seem to have lost your ability to function. Well, alright. Doors open. And real quick, the Molten Cesta. You go back right where you belong. Alright. So, this is the Fabricator. Whoa! What's that thing? Well, the Fabricator, obviously. That's what this place is called. I don't know about that, but... is that Cora? Is she dead? Ah! 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 Wait, how are you alive? What is happening? What? What are you... oh. Oh, I see. Well, this is bad. That's another copy of you, isn't it? More like I'm a copy of her. That's Cora Prime, the original Cora who started all this. Guide must have killed her. He really is fully off the rails. What was she doing here? What's this giant machine? Hang on, it's hard to focus while standing next to a literal reminder of my own mortality. Let me just... anyway, you were saying, alright, this thing. This is a fabricator. It can make just about anything you can imagine. Can it make soup? I can go for some soup right about now. Ew, no, soup's just hot water with garbage in it. Anyone can make soup. The Fabricator is a sophisticated piece of technology. Is this Fabricator what's making the Hanks? Well, it can make Hanks, or Hank components. Anyway, this one hadn't had anything active in its queue for a while, so Guide's not using it, which is good. I was hoping to hijack it. Hijack it? If this Fabricator can produce Hanks, let's destroy it already. Are you even paying attention? Cora Prime is D-E-A-D, dead, which means Guide has control of everything unchecked. This isn't the only Fabricator, and even if it was, he could just print another one. Destroying it is only going to alert him to your activities. So much for halting Hank production. Why do you care about doing that? Just wreck them the same way you're wrecking all the other bots. Trust me, I'd love to. Punching is one of my favorite solutions, but we haven't figured out a way to break through Hank's shielding. That shield is just an upgraded version of my Invulnerable bubble. Delivering a burst of focused energy should rupture it. After that, it should go down easy-ish. And how exactly is Flux supposed to deliver that energy burst without getting smashed into goop? Hank isn't exactly going to hold still. Yeah, normally I could just fart on things and let the stank take effect, but I don't think those things have nostrils. And I kind of got to hold still for a moment while I try to focus all of my energy into that fart. Remember how the Fabricator can make just about anything? We could make you some power armor, charge up your strikes with enough energy to smash right through a Hank's shield. That's why I was coming here in the first place. I played around with the idea earlier and my printer's done. Take a look. What's that supposed to be? It's a boot. A power armor boot. I couldn't figure out how to make the gloves. That's a boot. And you only made one? Where's the other boot? Everyone's a critic. I said the Fabricator can make anything you can imagine. It's not my fault your imagination sucks. Also, I forget how many feet you people have. Don't listen to Juicebox, Cora. That's a pretty good boot. Lots of, toe room. Great job. You don't have to patronize me. I know my boot is trash. The point is, the Fabricator is the answer. Anyone who knows anyone who designs armor, if you bring them here, maybe we can put together a better prototype. As a matter of fact, I do know someone. We'll go get her. Hopefully Guide will be so distracted by his victory over Cora Prime that he won't think to look for me, but I'll lay low until you get back. Be careful about it, okay?
Okay. Weird ass boot. Pretty good boot. It's a throwable thing. And yeah, Owie's still not done researching that. But I can craft things out of you. What is that? Oh yeah, chonk pod soup. That's what that is. So I can fabricate some power armor out of this doohickey. Nice. Is there a teleporter close by? 'Cause I don't like the idea of running through all of the robots and bullshit I had to do to get here again, only with Owie behind me. I see a juice gem over there. And I also heard the roar of some kind of weird-ass alien critter. So, yeah, that's fun. Very fun to deal with. Love that. Anyway, teleporter. There ought to be one close by. There usually is near important things like this. There's a Hank, all right. Now, yep, here's a place.
Wait!
What?
See that watcher?
Yeah, what about it? It's got a new coat of paint, so what?
There's something off about it. Its sensors are way more sophisticated than the watches we've seen before.
What does that mean? We can't get past it?
At least not with our usual methods.
Put a pin in that for later. We've got enough to worry about right now, so they can see me while I'm invisible. Yep. Good to know. At least the Hanks can't see me while I'm invisible. That's good. No worries there. But here, we've got a camp that's overrun with shenanigans. Can you fuck off, you little turds? I'm trying to bust through those rocks to get that juice gem. And, yep, just a little bit of burning murder time for you. That's the way to deal with some problems. Okay. Alright, let's not piss off this animal while I try to mine my way through the goddamn rocks. Unless he gets mad at me for breaking all of his fancy rocks. Okay, that's a juice gem. Hell yeah. So, still not seeing the teleporter. That may be a problem. There's that house that's guarded by the watchers. I can't just invisible my way past. Now, what if I went this way through these rocks? Maybe that'll bring me to Teleporty Town? No teleporters. None here. God damn it. I really do have to run from the war camp, or breakpoint rather, back through all that stuff once I've picked up Owie, don't I? Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Exactly what I wanted. So, shit. Unless there's a teleporter up here to the northeast, which may be the case if I suddenly can't juke across these gaps. There we go. Let's head up northeast and look for teleporters. Now, if there is a teleporter around here somewhere, it would be up around this area. This place just feels more likely to have a teleporter than the other place. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just got these terminals here at this big metal wall with laser barbed wire across the top. Okay, so maybe not a teleporter up in here. That's wildly inconvenient for me. Shit, man. Shit. I just want to be able to come back here easily. But I see nothing for that. Hexstone Delta. I'll probably have to come this way for some other things, though. Yep, there's a Hank. Yep, good for you, Hanky boy. Well, shit. Nothing worth teleporting to, or to be teleported to. Let's go grab Owie and bring her out to the Fabricator and see what that does for us. I should cut the episode right now, but I got a feeling I'm gonna forget what I'm doing, and anyway, you're done with that research, and you're gonna do this research. Yeah, there you go, snap trap. Owie ain't got no research right now, but I do need you to follow me. Oh, hi, Flux. How are things going in the Aquadunes? Pretty good. Well, except for the, all of it. We found this machine called a Fabricator, and we need it to make armor that can break through the shield of a Hank, or else we're kind of stuck. Basically, the fate of Roanoke comes down to whether or not you can design some power armor for me. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know about all that high-tech stuff. You sure you need me for this? Cora will handle the tech. You just come up with a design. Cora? I'll be working with Cora?
I know it's a lot, but you've got this, Owie. You're the best armor right we know.
I'm the only other right, you know. Yeah, so the competition's not all that fierce. Let's go.
The point still stands. Flux would have died 1,000,000 times over without your help. Her organs would be paste, her bones would be ground to dust,
I think she gets it. What do you say, Owie? You know, I'm happy to. Always happy to help. I'll try my best. I'm ready to go when you are. Good. Now start following me. Damn it. Just show me the damn menu. Come along with me, Owie. And before I forget again, I want to see what that throwing boot does. Consumed on use. Okay, so I just throw it and it does damage. That's all it is. Hurl the boot at an enemy dealing a pretty good amount of damage. Unfortunately, the boot will not survive. Good to know. Kind of thought that was a permanent thing. Like, replace my sluggerang with a boot. A booterang. Oh, there is a teleporter around here. I just didn't find it the first time. Good to know. Yes, that's just far enough that I can actually place the hook point. Good. All right. All I had to do was look harder and in the right place. Now, Owie, take a look at this Fabricator. Wow, so this is the Fabricator.
Cora! Hiya, gang! You brought... hang on, I know this. Owie, right?
Yes, that's me. I'm here to work with you on designing power armor.
I've never collaborated with someone before. This should be fun. Where do we start?
Well, why don't you tell me what the specs are for the armor? What does it need to do?
Okay, so like I'm thinking a pair of gloves and some boots that... Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. You need some backstory first. It all started when I was just a wee microtrip.
8 hours later. Yeah, I was just about to joke about that, except say like a longer period of time.
And then we just integrate fusion cores into the boots.
Should be a pretty simple design to draw up. I'll be honest, I don't know how much use the 7 hour and 58 minute backstory added. I mean, I liked it though, very thorough.
Don't all recipes come with a long preamble? That's what the internet said.
The what, internet?
Oh, you sweet summer child, never change, Owie.
In any event, I roughed out the draft while you were talking, and here's what I've got so far. Flux, take a look at this. Flux, what do you think? Will this work? She's asleep, isn't she? Flux?
I think she fell asleep standing up in her suit. Flux!
Yep, fabricate, boot, Hank, what? What do you think of these power armor schematics? Looks great, yep. Everything looks great. I'll get right on building these. Yep.
No one appreciates a prologue these days.
I can appreciate a prologue if it isn't 8 hours long. Now, there we go. biosteel ingot, breaker gauntlets, breaker boots. So, you... crafting... Oh, plant chopper. Nice. Anyway, this... Yep, that's the stuff, alright. I will track that, and we will get to building those in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. See you again in the next one. Goodbye.